Beautiful, beautiful. How about school? How did the transition from going to school to being an online class at home affect you?
Definitely with my major, sucked the fun right out of the room. Um, Social work is typically a major where you have to interact with people on the daily. Um, some classes like social work, meso and practices with families help you do that. Higher level courses help you do that. But definitely, definitely like with the major I was, how was I when I first started? How was I supposed to properly talk to my teachers about an internship, or how to do the field work, or how to take care of these papers and stuff like that? Because having teachers in the room with you is so much more different than online learning, especially with COVID, because it's like COVID came so fast, all the teachers had to readjust online learning. And it's like they could barely be with you because they have a whole lot of students that they didn't even plan for. So it definitely was a learning curve. I wouldn't say hard, because hard is something you couldn't do. But difficult and challenging is something you can do, but you just have to adjust. And I would have to say difficult and challenging.
Beautiful, beautiful. How was your stress level in 2020 compared to previous years as a young adult?
Well, 2020, every year you're getting older. So 2020 I was 21. I'm currently 22. And stress levels are high because, looking forward to grad school, looking forward to internships, and like it's like everything was put on hold. There were no jobs. There were it's like absolutely nothing. Like you could just go on Indeed, and like the only thing that will pop up would be Amazon. It's like everybody who had a job in the hospital, everybody who had a job, like just essentially they just made sure they kept it, and like no positions were opening up. So with that, that creates a vicious cycle for students like me who's coming out of undergrad looking for jobs, because that shows us that cycle basically that basically tells us we can't possibly hope for like a job in the future until normalcy takes place. How am I supposed to do my internships, do my capstone seminars, get out of grad school? I mean, well, go to grad school without actually meeting the teachers till 2022. Like this isn't adding up, especially for nurses, doctors, people who are pre-med, just in general, science, biology majors. Like most majors have to interact at some point in time. So like I say stress levels for me are like generally high. In the past, normalcy, everything was fine. Everything was okay. Everything was just, everything set in place. You can get a job if you want to. You can go outside if you want to. You can go talk to your teachers without having to send them an email, and they'll respond two days later if you want to. Everything was more in front of your face, and I feel like with today, I honestly took that for granted a lot, because moving forward, my teachers really, really helped me relieve some of the stress going on with some of my classes. So honestly, like stress levels are just terrible.
When being in lockdown, we tend to lose access to going to gym facilities or even just running or walking outside. How was being stranded at home with limited access to being or staying fit affected your health?
Well, well, thank God my dad had a gym inside one of the rooms in the house, so I could keep active and stuff like that. But definitely, it's not even more going to the gyms on my side. It's more playing sports, because that's how me and coworkers and friends like actually kept together during like certain times. Like hey, we pick up a basketball, we just start going and playing. Um, Definitely had me eating way more fatty foods, like way more Uber Eats, way more DoorDash, like just cooking less, because there was just no food inside the aisles of certain supermarkets like Whole Foods or Union Market near me. Um, Eating way more candy. It definitely wasn't that good to me. But like, unfortunately, I actually got to burn off like some of the calories. But for some people, it might actually be pretty scary.
Okay. That concludes this interview. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
And yeah, have a good day.
You too.